A deadly crash that came at the end of a police chase in Chester County. We take you to the scene for a look at what we're learning.
Special sleepover, why hundreds of people took the field at the Phillies ballpark for an overnight adventure.
And taking flight, a young patient almost had to spend the holidays far away from home until an angel used his wings to save the day.
Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It's Friday, November 21st. 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. It has been a busy morning so far. Let's start in Montgomery County, where an abandoned church went up in flames just before 7 o'clock. This is at North Hanover and Chestnut Streets in Pottstown. You can see several ladders in the air there as firefighters sprayed water on the flames. No injuries have been reported. To Chester County, where a deadly crash that came to the end at the end of a police chase. 2 people have been killed. It happened along Gap Newport Pike in Avondale. We get the latest now from NBC 10's Lily Zhang.
2 people are dead. 1 person is hurt after a police chase in Chester County ends in disaster. Take a look at this active scene behind us. This is on Route 41 at Gap Newport Pike and Sharp Road. It has been closed for hours this morning. There's buildup of traffic on the other side, and it is possible that we will see it like this throughout the morning. We're going to show you some video from earlier. This was around 4 this morning. You can see that the car involved is in really bad shape. There's a ton of damage to the front and to the side. It is caught in a tree by a field. We're told that this all happened just before 2:30 this morning. And a big question this morning is what prompted that police chase. We are waiting for police to confirm how old the people involved are, along with the condition of that 3rd person who we're told is hurt. We have confirmed that that person was taken to Christiana for treatment, but just no telling how long. Police will be out here this morning. We'll keep you posted both on air and online as soon as we learn more. Reporting in Chester County, Lily Zhang, NBC 10 News.
Philadelphia's Oxford Circle neighborhood, there was another crash involving police. Police tell us it happened around 11:30 last night on the Roosevelt Boulevard at Pratt Street. Authorities say 2 highway patrol officers were headed to an emergency when their cruiser hit another car. One of the officers was taken to the hospital with an injured leg. The driver of the other car had a minor injury.
And in Tacony, a man is critically wounded in a shooting that is with his roommate. It happened around 11:30 last night on Walker Street near Wellington. Police tell us the 2 men were apparently arguing over a woman. The man who was shot was armed with a knife. Investigators say the shooter remained at that scene and is cooperating with the investigation. Count on NBC 10 for all breaking news updates throughout the day. Download the NBC 10 app to have alerts sent straight to your phone. Developing right now, Temple students are on high alert following 2 sexual assaults.
Campus security sent out a letter explaining a student is now barred from campus after being linked to both incidents. One allegedly happened inside a residence hall, the other reportedly at an off-campus location. That student is not allowed on Temple property or inside school buildings as police investigate these 2 incidents. Today, jurors will return for a 3rd day of deliberations in the trial of 2 men charged with killing a Philadelphia police sergeant, Richard Mendez.
According to our partners at KYW News Radio, the judge advised the jurors yesterday to be respectful and courteous as they deliberate. There's no explanation of what prompted that. Yabrani Martinez Fernandez and Hendrik Pena Fernandez are charged with murder. Prosecutors say they shot Mendez during a confrontation in a parking garage at Philadelphia International Airport in 2023. The defense insists key witness testimony was false. Make sure you've got the free NBC 10 app and the alerts turned on. As soon as the jury reaches a verdict, we'll deliver it right to your phone. Got some promising signs from SEPTA as it works to head off a strike with its largest union. A SEPTA spokesperson tells us yesterday's meeting was, quote, a productive session.
Talks between SEPTA and Transit Workers Local 234 set to resume on Monday. The group represents 5,000 bus, subway, and trolley operators. Their contract expired 2 weeks ago. Now, SEPTA is also negotiating with the union that represents suburban bus drivers and workers on the Norristown high-speed line. All right, let's talk about some sports now, shall we? A big Thursday night for Philly teams. Both the Sixers and the Flyers won in overtime.
That's right. Meanwhile, the Eagles are getting ready to clash with the Cowboys down in Dallas. A good sign, too. Cam Jurgens back at practice. The Eagles starting center made his return yesterday, but was limited. Jurgens left Sunday's win over the Lions with a concussion, so he's currently still in concussion protocol. Linebacker Jalen Phillips, full participant at practice. It was good. Phillips was limited to start the week with a shoulder injury. Kickoff set for 4:25 on Sunday in Dallas. Our coverage gets underway Sunday morning at 9:30 with Eagles game day kickoff. After the Eagles game, it's an important one in the NFC. That's the Bucs and Rams. Then the late news happens. After that, it's Eagles game day final. Heartwarming, getting students in South Philadelphia fired up for the Philadelphia Union's playoff game this weekend. The mascot scored a lot of smiles at the Philadelphia Performing Arts West campus yesterday. The Union take on New York City in the semifinal Sunday night at Subaru Park in Chester. You're doing the 6-7. He knows what's up.
I see it.
Hundreds of people, meantime, woke up at Citizens Bank Park this morning.
They spent the night sleeping on the field for an important cause. The Sleep Out raises awareness about young people experiencing homelessness. Some 500 people were expected to take part in this, among them several former Phillies players, as well as the Philly fanatic. We spoke to Phil's legend Cole Hamels this morning.
I got a little bit of sleep, yes, but just understanding that the circumstances and situations that are going through are way worse, and you just feel for them, and especially kids.
The ballpark Sleep Out hopes to bring in $1 million for Covenant House. Covenant House is a nonprofit that provides services for young people experiencing homelessness. All right, this next story, it is going to tug at your heartstrings.
That's right. A little girl who just had major surgery in our area, back home in the Midwest, and just in time for the holidays. Maddie and her family got home thanks to help from a local organization and a good-hearted volunteer who has an airplane. This all started last week when her mom used everything she could to drive the little girl from their home in Minnesota to Wilmington. Maddie needed a specific surgery at Nemours Hospital for Children. And yesterday, they got a big lift from the Bluebell-based Angel Flight East nonprofit. They helped get them home in record time.
I think it's one of the most special things, just spending time with her family, especially after a big surgery like this.
Two volunteer pilots actually split the two-part flight to get Maddie and her mom home safely.
An angel indeed.
That's right. And we were talking about this in the meeting. Like, this happens more often than we know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
There are all these angel flights taking place for children, which is just incredible.
But you just want to be home for the holidays.
Of course. That's what makes this exceptional.
Exactly. She drove over here. She got the care. Didn't really know how she was going to get back quickly. And look what happened.
Love that.
That does it for today's edition of the Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. You can also catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.